All right, here's another video. I'm kind of just recording pieces of what I think. I I have ideas of what I want to record, so I'm kind of just doing it as I go, and then I'll just put it all together. But right here, I have. Let me switch sides. Right here, I have what I call a financial operating system, and essentially what it is I have always struggled with money, and mostly my issue has been with managing the money that I make. Not necessarily making it, because I've always figured out ways to make it, but knowing how to keep it has been my issue. It's almost like as soon as it comes, it just goes, because I'll spend it on stupid things, or I'll make bad decisions. And very recently, with what happened with my businesses, I decided I wanted to make a change, and that's also why I'm filming this, because I truly want it to be a permanent change in my life. I want to become really good with money, and so because of that, I decided I have to start tracking almost everything I do with it. So I have different sheets that I put together. Main one is a um, monthly plan on how I'm going to spend my money. I divided it in three ways: needs, wants, and savings. This is a pretty standard way of kind of just dividing your money in different categories. My wife and I, we make a combined income of $5,900 a month. It's not where we would like it to be, but we're working on it as of now. One of the main things that I'm having to figure out is the fact that I accumulated a lot of debt over time, mainly because of, like I mentioned, bad decisions in the past. And right now, I also have a debt tracker where I can see my current debt, which, as you can see, is $59,914 with 64 cents. That's how much money I have in debt, and it's all from credit cards. Now, I'm not 100% stupid. Most of this debt came from trucks that broke down in my moving company, and I didn't have the funds available to fix them, and I needed them to work so that I could make the money to pay for all the other stuff. I had some money that I spent on marketing that didn't work out the way I thought it would. Some I used to pay for taxes, and I will admit, some of it I was just stupid. I decided, you know what? I think I deserve a trip after years of work. I'm gonna use a credit card to go to Colorado, and when I come back, I'll pay for it. And I never did. So now I'm having to pay for it finally. It sucks. It truly sucks. Right now it's easier to talk about it, which is the reason why I'm able to record this, but it took me a while to accept it and understand that I have to be accountable for these things, and my goal is to pay for this in less than 12 months. Now, part of the issue is my wife and I, we make $5,900, but we need to find a way to make an additional $1,000 to be able to pay the minimum payments. And that's horrible to say. That's horrible to say, but it's the truth. And as one of my friends likes to say, the truth will set you free. So here's my best try at it. The good thing is I am working on starting a new business from the ground. I know that it doesn't always mean that we're gonna make money from the start, but it's gonna be a good way to at least get the ball rolling when it comes to adding more income to our finances. I actually have two ideas of a business that I am considering to start. One of them is a construction company, which I've already invested money into to get started. It's some money I had saved up from selling the Christmas lights route that I had. And then the other one I don't necessarily want to talk too much about because I'm still in the trial phase of some things that I need to see if it's gonna be worth it or not. But essentially, I just wanted to make this quick video. I think I'm gonna edit it as much as I can. Maybe add a couple other clips of different things I want to talk about. But I just wanted to bring light to where I stand right now, some of the mistakes that I've made. Not necessarily because I want everybody to know what's going on, but I just want to keep myself accountable. I don't want to allow this to happen ever again. And I figured one of the best ways you can do that is to kind of record it like this, post it, and just have it as a reference for the future. Make sure that if it ever occurs to me again that it might be a good idea to use a credit card or to get into any kind of debt for stupid things, to have something I can look back and say, all right, I don't want to be there again. And this is going to take some time and it's going to take a lot of work, but I trust that this approach is going to be key to this plan and its success. Another reason why I wanted to start making this kind of video is to practice the way that I speak. I've known English for the past let me think about it, 11 years, yeah. And I really struggled with it the first five years. And then after I met my wife and I went to college and I started my business, it improved a lot. But I feel like I hit a ceiling of let's just say my ability to express myself. I think it's one thing to know a language and another to master it. And I want to achieve the latter. So in order to do that, I am putting myself out there. I want to do this more. I'm going to try my best to stay consistent. I'm not gonna show my entire life to the world and talk about every little thing, but I want to make a habit of every so often, and I'll define a timeline for this. Every so often, I want to give an update on how I'm doing with my financial operating system, talk about my businesses or my business, hopefully a single business, because I don't want to overextend myself. I have learned in the past that doesn't work. So yeah, update about my finances, about my business, and possibly do some stuff with exercise that I want to give a try, and just see how this sort of journal allows me to stay accountable and on track with my goals. In this case, the main goal that I want to achieve is to pay off my debt within the next 12 months. So that's it. Today's August 14th, Friday, 2026. I've recorded this at 5:33. And let's just get started. Bye-bye.